Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today, I have a friend that I want to introduce to you all who's going to be joining me on these videos pretty quickly, and that is Ichigo. Say hello, Ichigo.
こんにちはみなさん。はじめまして。いちごです。よろしくお願いします。ジョージ先生はバカだ。
Oh, that was so sweet of you. Yeah, so anyway, I don't really have any new movie to talk about because all the movies are gone now, basically. I mean, if you want to look at the top grossing movies of 2020, you can, and I'm not going to watch any of those. All right, people. I have some standards, even if they are incredibly low. So I thought, well, during this time, I might as well use it to go back and watch movies that I haven't seen. And so one of the big movies that I've never seen, which everyone has seen, is Titanic. Yes, I've never seen Titanic, or I guess I said I never saw Titanic until I did. And I sat down and I watched all 500 hours of it. And after I watched all 500 hours of it, I had a pretty good take. I was like, well, that movie was, it was all right. It was fine. Whatever. I can see how it became like the highest grossing movie of all time because it just has a lot of familiar tropes that people are used to, isn't super challenging, hits on all the right buttons emotionally, and has the action in the end for all the men who were dragged to the movie by their dates. So, it makes sense. It makes sense why it did so well. What did I think about it? Well, yeah, it was okay. Wouldn't want to sit through the whole thing again. It's too long. I guess it's nice now that we have streaming services, because I remember when this came out on DVD, it was like 2 different discs. My parents had a copy or something, I think, and like one copy of it, like one disc was like the romance, all that type of stuff, and then the second disc was all the action. And so, yeah, it's funny how those things work out. But as far as religious themes in the movie, there weren't a lot. I mean, near the end, there's always that famous telling of the story. And I've never studied the Titanic, so I don't know how much of this is true. But about them playing Nearer My God to Thee near the end, right? When they're all sinking into the water. You see the band playing that in the movie. I think that's something interesting that the movie talks about. James Cameron himself is an atheist, and he's pretty outspoken about it, but he included it in the story because it's such a well-known part of the whole Titanic myth or story, whatever you want to call it. Not saying the Titanic was a myth, all right? It definitely happened. What I'm saying is over the years, lots of things that didn't happen on the ship have become myths in order to make the story sound better, all right? That happened almost immediately, all right? The Titanic is 100% real. It's at the bottom of the ocean. You can go see it if you pay a bunch of money. All right. So I just want to make that clear. And I don't know if that's part of the original story. It might be, but I think it does tap on something in the human soul, right? Where it's like, well, now it's when the death is coming. Now it's the time to get right with God, right? And that's pretty good. That's not bad. There's nothing wrong with a good old deathbed conversion in my book. But it's better than nothing. But that should not be our goal. That should not be something that we want people to do. We should want them to commit much earlier. But I do think it speaks to human sinfulness and human idolatry that we do wait until the last moment to really make these things true. And that's not unique to people today. That's happened forever. The first Christian emperor of the Roman Republic, or Roman Empire rather, Constantine, wasn't baptized until his deathbed. So, it's kind of this common trope, which basically, let's get all the sinning out of the way, and then right when you're about to die, let's get you baptized. That was something that was pretty common, even though the church didn't really like it. So, I don't know. That's what I had to say about Titanic. It's a movie, so, if you haven't seen it, it's probably important to see once in your life, but you can fast forward to the part where the ship sinks. That's where all the good stuff is anyway. So, I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, for Fridays. So, I will see you guys tomorrow for Friday. Peace out. Want to say goodbye, Ichigo?
またね。